Okay, today we're going to look at taking the second derivative. The first thing to remember is that taking a second derivative is really just doing the derivative over again. So it's nothing tricky, you just have to be careful about our algebra. So first things first, take the first derivative, which is going to entail the quotient rule, derivative of the top times the bottom minus derivative of the bottom times the top all over the bottom squared. Now, since we know we're going to have to take the derivative of this thing again, we're going to have to use the quotient rule again. And if we left it as it sits, we're going to have to do the quotient rule with a product rule, and it's just going to get too messy. So it's going to be a lot easier if we clean this up first. So let's clean up the top and see what that is. So that becomes just 18x, right? Plus 2 times 4 is 8x squared minus 4x squared. So our excuse me, our new top, right, when we clean it up, 18x plus 4x squared, and we combine these two terms, all over 9 plus 4 quantity squared. And you might as well leave the bottom as quantity squared because it's a pretty easy thing to take a derivative of using the chain rule. And we're going to have to square it again anyway when we do the quotient rule. So now, second derivative, derivative of the top. So 18 plus 8x, that whole quantity, times the bottom. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put my x in there. All right. And then minus derivative of the bottom, so chain rule. Right? Power comes down, power minus 1, and then derivative of the inside is just that 4. So derivative of the bottom times the top. And then this whole thing is over the bottom squared, so that's now to the fourth. At this point, it's just messy algebra. We need to clean everything up. You might notice that you have one of these in all pieces, right? So you can actually factor that out. So you're going to have 9 plus 4x times what's left over, which in this case is 18 plus 8x times just one more of them, right, because it was originally squared, minus, well, 2 times 4, so that's 8 times the 18x plus 4x squared. And then on the bottom, there's now just going to be 3 of them. Well, once we factor it out, right, this will cancel that and make it a 3. Should put that there so that we know. Okay. Again, from here, just messy algebra. So FOIL this out. So 18 times 9 is 162, and then 18 times 4x, so there's plus 72x, plus 8x times 9, there's another 72x, and then plus 8 times 4, there's 32x squared. Alright, minus, go ahead and distribute this 8, right? So 8 times 18, that's 144x, and then the minus 8 times the plus 4, so there's your minus 32x squared. And then clean it up, All right, so we got a plus 32 and a minus 32. Those cancel. And then 72 plus 72, that's 144. So those cancel. And strangely enough, all of that junk simplifies down to just 162. Please don't think that's always the case. This just happens to be some special case where it all reduces. And that is your ultimate final result for this one.